John Candy is Uncle Buck.
Buck, we have a problem with the kids. We're stuck for somebody to watch them.
Oh, please, not that.
Can we trust him? He's my brother, for God's sake.
I won't let him get into that Satan stuff or any of the new chicks. I'll leave that for me. I'm kidding, huh?
He's crude. He's crass. But he's family. John Candy is Uncle Buck. Bring it home on video cassette from MCA Home Video.
Women as well as men are at risk for heart attacks. Quit smoking, exercise, cut down on the fat in your diet, and you can lessen your risk. For more information, contact the American Heart Association. 10 people want to help you save a life.
Find out how an infant flunks daycare today at 4 on the People's Court.
Ruth, now don't forget to set an extra place at the table tonight.
Might as well invite the whole neighborhood.
This person happens to be very special, and I want you to set that place next to Daddy's, okay? And don't let him see.
I presume he's got eyes and can count.
Yeah, I got eyes and I can count. Count what?
Calories, Daddy. So don't let your eyes talk you into dessert tonight, okay?
I'll get it. Wait, what's for dessert tonight?
Hey.
Yeah. Look hot.
Hey. You too hot? I don't want to embarrass you in front of your family.
That'll never happen. Everybody thinks you're the best thing that ever happened to Dylan Lewis. And they're right.
I can't believe that Dylan came all the way down here just to rub it in. That his newfound family on the hill is having a big party tonight. It's getting to be as bad as the rest of those jerks up there.
Harley, Billy Lewis is not a jerk.
But Dylan doesn't belong up there.
Well, I sure wouldn't mind belonging up there.
Oh, Mommy, all you think about is yourself and money.
Oh, give your mother a break.
Point is, Dylan belongs down here with me.
It's really bad. So I was stuck outside of my house with nothing on. The doors were locked. I was running around, and my boss walks down the street. And so I pretend not to be me, right? Wait. It's a long story, but it's worth it. Just listen. So I'm pretending. Don't you want to hear the punchline?
You don't have to put up a front with me. I know you're scared. I'm scared too.
What is going to happen next, Rick? How is that damn fan going to respond to Johnny's on-the-air invitation to meet her at any time and in any place?
Hi.
Hi. You're alone. Well, where's Frank?
I don't really know. He just went out.
Oh. Where?
I don't know.
How did you know that I was back at this apartment?
Well, I stopped by Ed and Maureen's, and they told me that you had left to come here. Are you okay?
Well, Chelsea and I, we broke up.
Oh, Johnny, that's awful. Could I come in?
Sure.
For head cold misery, you need full prescription strength Actifed. Of the 3 leading cold medicines once sold by prescription, only Actifed comes in its original maximum strength formula. To relieve head cold misery, remember, Actifed.
When you really want to clean, really want to disinfect, really want to deodorize,
so clean.
Use broad spectrum Pine Sol liquid because you really care about clean.
Dentists warn, the #1 dental problem isn't cavities, it isn't tartar, it's plaque. Building up on your teeth every day. And most people just don't brush well enough to get enough plaque off their teeth, especially in hard-to-reach places. The problem is plaque. That's why there's Plax. Plax, with its patented formula, is specifically designed to remove plaque. Plax, original flavor and soft mint, to help fight America's #1 dental problem.
When I'm done slamming, I'm jamming in Hanes Fashion Underwear. Its style's got me covered.
Got the tickets, Michael?
Guys, we don't need tickets.
Nothing else feels so right.
Cats love the way the complete nutrition in Friskies makes them feel.
I like feeling frisky. I like feeling fine. I like feeling healthy. Frisky all the time.
It's the vitamins, minerals, and energy-producing nutrients in Friskies that makes cats feel so healthy, and the taste keeps them coming back.
Yeah. I like feeling frisky.
There's only one cat food whose name says it all, so bring out the Frisky in your cat.
For 25 years, he's been slain. Now the suspects are meeting again. Which one of these guys gave that guy the surprise? That's what Jessica has to explain. Murder, She Wrote. Then, Victoria Principal is a mayor with a murderer on the loose.
You're going to pay for this.
Now he's chosen his next victim. Sparks, The Price of Passion, Sunday.
Live March 2nd, the 1990 Miss USA pageant.
Johnny, what happened? This is awful.
Well, maybe. Maybe not.
But you two have been under a terrible strain for weeks. I mean, surely you could work this out.
Dana, we have been putting up a good act for weeks. Telling each other we cared when the truth is, if we were the perfect couple that we pretended to be, that we thought we were, none of these threats could have driven a wedge between us.
But you are the perfect couple. Johnny, I know you probably think that I could be the fan. Everybody seems to think that, but it's not the truth, I swear it. I always seem to be at the wrong place at the wrong time. I mean, Johnny, even the mocha, that mocha came from Chelsea's office. Anybody could have poisoned it. I mean...
I know what you mean, Dana.
You have to hate somebody to do something like that, and I like Chelsea, I really do. Johnny, do you really think that I'm the fan?
No, Dana, I don't think you're the fan.
Thank you. You have no idea how much this means. I mean, it means so much.
Chelsea, Johnny couldn't have broken up with you. You must have misunderstood.
No. I didn't misunderstand. He took my engagement ring back.
Why?
The damn fan. Finally convinced him that I'd be safer without him.
I'm sorry, Chelsea, but he may be right.
Oh, and I don't get a vote here?
Chelsea, listen. If the fan wants Johnny to herself, then you're not being in his life means that you're not a threat anymore. I mean, it makes sense. Let Frank and the police take care of this situation. Hopefully Johnny will be doing the same thing.
I guess I should just feel lucky I'm out of the mess, right?
Yeah, you really should.
All right. Mom, would you go check on the hospital papers and see if I can get out of here first thing in the morning? Would you do that for me? Thanks. Excuse me. Frank?
Yeah.
I want you to start teaching me how to use this.
Hello?
Hello.
I was hoping you'd call.
These are modern times, you know. Liberated women have been known to call men these days. Surely you're a liberated woman.
And don't you forget it.
If I do, I'm sure you'll remind me.
Do you know what I was doing when you called?
I have no idea.
Going over the figures in the Alrighty deal. Roger, we are going to make so much money.
How much money are we going to make?
Everything we could possibly wish for is ours. We can buy it.
Supposing what I wish for can't be bought.
Oh, honey, anything can be bought with enough money.
Even a very beautiful, very rich, very liberated woman?
Just rub that Arabian lamp. Perhaps you could whisk her off to some ancient Greek isle. Tonight.
Someday soon, I promise.
Oh, and I thought you were a man who loved acting spontaneously.
I am, and I do, but I prefer to surprise you.
I can hardly wait.
So, how was your day after we left WSPR?
Much calmer. Tell me now that we're alone, are you really Johnny's crazed fan?
Happily, even Holly doesn't think me capable of such a thing.
But she does not like you skulking around her station.
Holly doesn't much like anything I do.
Well, obviously you still touch off a very deep emotional response in her.
Does that make you jealous?
Never.
Good.
Oh, look, I'm sure we will have differences of opinion over people from time to time.
Oh, that reminds me. I just hired Harley Cooper to work for Spaulding.
You what? Okay, so Dylan cares about Sam. What guy wouldn't, I guess? Sam is cute, Sam is sweet, Sam is smart, but it'll never work. They're totally different. She belongs up there in that world, and he belongs down here. And if I don't get him back on track, life on the hill is going to mess him up. I speak from experience. Harley, are you sure it's just Dylan's welfare that you're concerned about? Mommy, Dylan loves me. He doesn't know that right now, but he does. And let me guess, you still love him. Oh, I know. You never liked him from the beginning. No, that's changed. Dylan's changed. I'm beginning to see the Lewis gumption come out in him. And it seems to me that you and Dylan have gotten a lot closer lately, right?
Let's just hope that this fan doesn't respond to Johnny at all. I know it's not going to help Frank or the cops find her, but I just assume this fan just disappeared, never to be heard from again.
Dreamer.
Yeah, probably.
We're friends of Johnny and Chelsea. It just seems like we should be able to help.
Yeah, we should. You know something? It might actually be something we can do.
Yeah. Dylan and I have gotten a lot closer lately, but that's just because we went through the fire together, and Dylan really came through for the neighborhood that night at Pop's service, which he might not have done if it hadn't been for you. Oh, no, that's not true. Dylan is really angry about these people being homeless. So Harley used that to get him back. See, you and Dylan understand the people down here in a way that Sam never could. So what you need to do is find a way to channel all of Dylan's anger and frustration and feeling for the old neighborhood into something that you two can do together. Oh, Mommy. Wait a minute. I think I know a way to get Dylan back.
It isn't easy to please the whole crowd.
One for you.
But with 4 different tastes in every bag of Hershey's miniatures,
One for you.
there's a little something for everyone.
One for me. Maybe 2.
In a nationwide test, when asked which ground coffee they preferred, Maxwell House or Folgers, more people responded. They chose Maxwell House coffee, with a richness that comes from coffee that's blended with Colombian beans. Because better beans make better coffee. Even Folgers drinkers preferred Maxwell House. For coffee this rich, America prefers Maxwell House.
A good way to lower your cholesterol is to eat more fiber as part of a low-fat, low-cholesterol diet. And one of the best sources of fiber is prunes. Prunes, the high-fiber fruit.
cold? Gotta keep going? Gotta go with Alka-Seltzer Plus cold medicine. When you gotta keep going, you gotta go with Alka-Seltzer Plus.
There's a great new taste you can't put down. Conn's corn dogs, they just hit town. Hey, Mom, we want Conn's corn dogs. Corn dogs. Conn's hot dogs and cornbread, heat and eat. It's a meal on a stick that can't be beat. Hey, Mom, we want Conn's corn dogs. Corn dogs. Get them at your store in the hot dog section. Conn's corn dogs are pure perfection. Hey, Mom, we want Conn's corn dogs. Corn dogs.
How can the plan go wrong if we work quickly and...
Keep it top secret. Can Philip really do that? Can he really send out the Spalding jet without any previous plan?
Philip will want to help any way he can, and I'll arrange all the details because this fan doesn't know me from Howdy Doody.
Well, actually, you look a little like Howdy Doody.
You're smiling. You really think this is going to work, don't you? Besides, Johnny and Chelsea need some R&R.
Okay. Where should they go?
No, they shouldn't decide that until they're up in the air, so no one knows.
You're a really good guy, Bauer. Do you know that?
Yeah. I'm not entirely unselfish. You see, two's company and four's a lot of fun. Do you want to play off to a secret rendezvous?
Who, you and me?
Yeah, and Johnny and Chelsea, too. Good idea? Bad idea.
It's a great idea.
Let's go tell him.
Dylan will jump at the chance to help build a shelter for the people of 5th Street.
Oh, honey, what a lovely idea. Why didn't I think of that? Pops would be so proud of you. Oh, do you really think so? I know so.
You know something? The Lewises have the bucks to make it happen.
Well, Dylan is really independent. I don't know if he'd feel comfortable asking Billy for money.
No. That's why you have to convince him.
Because it really is a worthy cause.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. So why don't we go over there right away and tell them all about it while you are still so excited?
Now? You mean crash their party?
Well, sure. Like you said, it is a great idea, and I've never said that killing two birds with one stone isn't a good idea.
I got a letter from Daddy today. 10 pages about the hospital that he's running in India. Do you know some of his patients are homeless and starving?
You must be real proud of him.
I am. You would really like him if you could meet him.
You think he'd like me?
I'm sure he would. The question is, what would he think of me? I used to be his sickly little girl. I'm afraid he'd find me quite changed.
I think it's called growing up.
Yeah?
It's me. I am a grandpappy again. Oh, come here, boy. Let me take a look at you. You're looking more like a Lewis every day.
Hi.
Hi.
You remember me? I'm Samantha.
I sure do. You're Dylan's girl.
Yes.
I never forget a pretty face. Daddy. Billy boy. Oh.
Granddaddy, hi.
Oh, Mindy, darling, you're a sight for sore eyes. All of you are. Howdy. My name is H.B. Lewis.
Oh, Daddy, this is Ruth Price. This is my...
Oh, wait a minute. I know you. You own that candy store down on 5th Street.
I own the candy store down on 5th Street, and you used to come in and buy your cigars.
Yeah, it was the only place in town you could find a good cigar.
Daddy, her store on 5th Street got burned down in the fire, so she's kind of, in the meantime, getting things organized around here.
Well, good. Welcome to our house, Ruth. I promise not to be too much trouble. I do a lot of coming and going, not much sticking around. Uh-oh, that sounds like more Lewis's arriving.
Oh.
Hey!
Oh, that's okay.
Come here, little Billy. Give your granddaddy a hug.
It's Bill, Granddaddy.
Bill, I promise. I'll try to remember that. Vanessa, darling, I'm sure glad to see you.
I'm glad to
Didn't
see
expect you to be here.
Well,
I didn't either. Oh?
but we're glad to have her, aren't we? Because she is part of the family. Well, Mindy, I guess you've just got to stop surprising your daddy like this. Hello, Billy.
Vanessa.
Oh, hello. I'm Vanessa Chamberlain. I'm little Billy's mama. And you're Ruth Price, isn't that right?
Right. And you're one of the Spaulding family from that crowd?
Well, no, actually, I'm a Chamberlain, and perhaps you'll find there's a little bit of difference.
Let's hope so.
Well, you know, everybody's so delighted that you've decided to come and try and make a little order in this household.
Oh, it does look like it could use some order.
I'm afraid you've got your work cut out for you, but I think you're going to do just fine.
I'm going to try.
Good, good. Excuse me. Still in?
And you say your store was damaged in that big fire?
It was burned down to the ground and everything I own in it.
Oh, well, that's hard luck if I ever heard it.
Well, I've been down before, Mr. Lewis.
You don't look like a gal that stays down for long to me.
Well, I've never been knocked out for the count. And this time is no different. My ship's coming in real soon, Mr. Lewis. Real soon.
Good. You gotta stop doing this. You gotta stop dragging Vanessa into these family things.
Daddy, Sam is here, and Vanessa is more a part of the family than she is.
Hey, that better be the Cross Creek folks. I want to ask about my grandbaby.
Yeah. How does it feel to have a brand new baby cousin?
Oh, it feels wonderful. Everybody is dying to talk to you. Oh, hold on, here's Granddaddy.
Sarah, darling. Now, tell me about that baby. I want the truth now.
Oh, he's a beauty, Harlan. And he's the spitting image of all us Shanes.
He better look some like me.
Well, he has about as much hair as you do.
Well, here's his big brother to ask about the baby.
Hi, Sarah. How's the baby and Reva?
Oh, your mama's just fine, honey. And the baby? Well, he looks a lot like you did when you were born.
That good, huh?
Yeah, honey. That good.
Okay, well, here's Billy.
Hi, Sarah.
Did
they think of a name for that baby yet?
Well, no, they're still arguing about it.
They better think up a name for that baby before he starts playing high school football.
Well, I'll pass on that message.
Well, I give you all our love, and give our love to Reva and Josh and Hawk and Mara. And you be sure and give that baby a little kiss for his Uncle Billy, okay?
I will, Billy, I will.
Still wish you're all here celebrating with us. Bye. Oh, did you want to talk? Hey, I'm sorry. Hey, everybody. Look, we got to think up a name for this here baby, otherwise they're going to call him Little Bud. And, being little anybody ain't no fun. Isn't that right, son?
you have a permit for this?
Yes, I do.
That's it? Thanks.
Look, Frank, I'm going to learn how to use that gun. One way or the other, but I prefer to learn from someone that I know and trust.
Chelsea, you told Captain Wyatt that Dana was the one that brought you the mocha from WSBR?
He asked me the questions, and I told him the truth.
So you thought that Dana poisoned you?
No! Is that why you came over here? Because you think I'm pointing a finger at Dana? I don't plan to use that gun on Dana.
Okay, I'll tell you what. I'll teach you how to use this, okay? But until I do, I'd like to hold on to it. Is that
Fine,
right?
fine. I feel much better. I don't know how to use it yet, so.
Okay, good.
But I tell you what, I want a lesson the minute I get out of here.
I'll wait for your call.
Our volunteer of the year is Doris Craig.
It's terrific how Depend changes people's lives. And now there is a terrific change in Depend Elastic Leg undergarments. It's called Absorb Lock, a unique leakage protection system that locks in 25% more. It'll do wonders for your confidence and get you back into life. Thank you so much. Get back into life with Depend. Now with Absorb Lock protection.
Sometimes it's wonderful to be in a hospital, like when you've given birth to the most beautiful baby. Another nice thing was the nurse gave me Kerry lotion. It smoothed my rough, dry skin. Now my hands are soft, like hers.
Kerry lotion. Skin care even hospitals trust.
I can't believe it. Don't you ever quit? I've been away a long time, and my roommate's still going strong.
Renews it Roommate Air Freshener with twice the freshening liquid, so it freshens air longer than Magic Mushroom.
Long-lasting roommate.
And I saw Gray, and I fell in love with him, and he liked me. So I said, okay, we'll go home together. They don't ask much. Love and food. Gray likes his Whiskas because it tastes good. If he hears the can pop across the room, he'll come running into the kitchen. Before I even get the fork into the can, he's got his nose in the can, and he likes to eat dry Whiskas during the day. So I leave a nice big bowl out. I think Whiskas is a very big part of making the cat happy.
More and more cat owners tell us their cats prefer Whiskas.
We'll continue with part 2 of Guiding Light in a moment.
Meet your new neighbors.
On the ground, I'll kill you if you don't get out.
Drug war on Main Street. On 48 Hours. Tonight.
The CBS for Love and Money Sweepstakes. Win a ranch house in the style of Southport for $250,000 cash. Look for this coupon insert in selected Sunday papers.
This is CBS. On the next Cosby Show.
I am ready.
Clint's out to become the
fastest man in the universe. I am ready.
The thrill of victory or the agony of those feats. Tonight at 5 on Channel 10.
Hi, I'm James Darren. When my grandmother came to America from Italy, she brought with her her family recipes for pasta sauce, which has been handed down from generation to generation. Now you can enjoy that same taste of old Italy in James Darren Original Family Recipe Pasta Sauce. Made from the finest ingredients, 100% natural, and no preservatives. James Darren Original Family Recipe Pasta Sauce. Tastes just like Grandma made it.
Where do you go to spend a quiet moment? A moment of rare yet simple pleasures, of endless fascination and exquisite variety. Come to Sousand and discover royals. Fine chocolates of extraordinary quality created by our master chocolatiers. Come to Sousand. You may never want to leave.
Our Dick and Joanna broke. Watch New Heart today at 4:30.
I can't deny that there have been times when I have suspected you, but there have been times when I've suspected almost everyone.
Oh, well, yeah, I mean, I can understand that. What convinced you it wasn't me?
Well, it's just a hunch. And you really don't have a motive. It's obvious you like Chelsea, and you've been a good friend to both of us.
I've really tried to be. And I can tell you're very upset about this breakup, even though you're trying not to show it.
I'm sorry if I was a little off balance. You know.
Oh, well, no. I guess what I really meant is, I would like to be a friend to you and Chelsea. And so if you're ever lonely, you know, or need somebody to talk to, just feel free to call, anytime.
Well, you know, there is something you could do.
Like what?
Well, if you could just keep your eyes and ears open at WSPR. You see, I've got this feeling that the fan is someone who works there. And I just feel that you're the only person I can trust right now, Dana.
It's good to hear you say that. I would be happy to do that.
Well, listen, maybe we could talk more about it tomorrow night over dinner.
Oh, well, yeah, that sounds nice.
But I don't think we should tell anybody about it, not even Frank.
Why not?
Well, You know, if Chelsea found out, I mean, she trusts you.
Yes, she does.
And if she found out that we were, you know, going out, she might misunderstand.
Oh, well, I wouldn't want her to misunderstand, so no one will find out, I promise. Oh, Frank, hi.
Dana.
I'll see you at my place later, okay?
Yeah. What's she doing here?
Defending her innocence. And do you believe her? Do you?
Vanessa, what's going on between you and Billy?
Nothing, HB. I'm sorry. I'm going to be out of your hair right away. Look, would you just do me one favor, though, and make sure that little Billy gets home all right, okay?
You ain't answered my question, gal.
We're just still fighting the Al-Radi battle, that's all.
Aha. I heard all about that.
What did you hear?
Well, enough to know that there are two sides to the story.
You know, it really isn't fair, HB. It isn't because, I mean, I stood by Billy all those years when he was gambling, he was drinking, he hated himself. But let me just one time, just once, step on his damn Lewis pride, and you see the way he's treating me. I don't understand it.
Darling, let me tell you about Billy. All his life, he's been riding a wave of luck, supported by his family and by you and by his wits. But Billy's got feelings, and when his pride gets stepped on, that hurt and disappointment run deep.
Yes, but you know what he says. He says, all fair and in love and oil.
Yeah, that's what he says.
Well, then, so what is it? Why is this deal so different? Why is he acting this way?
Darling, you and I know that this ain't about losing a deal. It's about Billy's feelings and betrayal and how you betrayed his family.
Yeah. Well, you know that I think of this family as my family, too.
I know that, darling, and so does Billy. But let me say, this time, I sort of can understand Billy's side of it. I love you, Vanessa, darling, very, very much. But you went too far.
HB, you don't know what happened. What are you saying? Are you saying that I should just give up? That I should just throw in the towel?
As far as I'm concerned, you're the only woman for Billy. But if you want him, it's going to take a long time for him to come around. And I guess that means you're going to have to be a long-distance runner.
Hello. Goodness, it looks like the whole family is here. There you are, Billy Lewis.
Harley just had the most wonderful idea, and we just had to rush over here and tell you all about it. But Harley, honey, you didn't tell me that we were busting in on a party.
But I did.
But you didn't tell your daddy I called, so you can't talk about it, right?
Folks down on 5th Street wouldn't give the time of day to a woman who left her kids when they were just babies.
Well, you're not interrupting anything, no. So, Harley, what is this?
Go on, baby. Tell them what you told me. Honey?
Well, the cat's got Harley's tongue, then it can't be that important that it won't.
No, just hold on a second. What is it, Harley?
See, Mommy and I were talking about how sorry we felt for everybody who got burned out in the fire. And I just sort of said, out of the blue, just like an angel, she said, why don't we build a shelter for these poor people?
Yeah, just till they get back on their feet, you know? I mean, these people don't want to just lay down and die. Still, and Sam, you know how much spirit these people have. The night of Pop's funeral, remember? They don't want to take charity from anybody. But if we can give them a boost at the bottom, it won't be long until they're back on top. So what do you think?
My idea of women's lib doesn't include liberated women hanging up in my ear.
I did not hang up. I pulled the phone off the table. Now, look, about hiring Harley. She's divorcing my nephew and airing her dirty linen in that inquisitor rag.
Yes, I know all that.
Well, then you also know this is going to be a top sales pitch.
Not once you think about it.
Really?
Look, the girl's grandfather just died in a horrible fire. She lost her business, all her possessions.
And I am truly sorry about that. But does that mean we have become a charitable organization?
Well, it probably would be perceived that way, wouldn't it?
Welcoming the prodigal ex-daughter-in-law back into the fold in her time of need.
Showing our support for a victim of the fire who will now be helping us work on the towers.
All right. Suppose I do agree to hiring Harley.
I thought you might see the advantages.
I do not want her crossing paths with Alan Michael.
Which is why I hired her as Neil's assistant down at the waterfront. Because Alan Michael has nothing to do with that project.
So, you've been fuming by the phone, thinking I purposely hung up on you?
Actually, I don't fume. No. I go into the lotus position and I think calming thoughts.
Well, you will have to teach me about the soothing powers of the lotus position.
I have every intention of doing that sometime very soon.
Is it too late this evening?
Boy, that's tempting.
But I am tired, and I've got to be at the office bright and early, or the boss might dock my pay.
Well, I suppose I shall just have to be patient.
Always a virtue.
That we both need to work on.
Good night, Alex.
Good night, Roger.
Because before it's over, Roger Thorpe is going to make you crawl.
Look at what we got.
New hamburger helpers, zesty Italian and cheesy Italian.
Two new flavors, they really hit the spot.
Mix your hamburger with real Italian pasta, tangy tomato sauce, and authentic seasoning.
Just to take a bite, you're gonna like them both a lot.
With lasagna and spaghetti, now there are 4 delicious Italian flavors.
Hamburger helper makes a great Italian meal.
I called Japan to pay respects to my father, and my mother, and my sister. Then I got my AT&T bill.
For just 79 cents a minute, start saving with MCI's new Call Pacific plan. Call now.
Yeah, I could be over in 5 minutes. Not till you do the dishes.
Sunlight has real lemon juice. With virtually no scraping or pre-rinsing, everything comes out Sunlight clean. Dishwasher or sink, Sunlight makes light work of dishes.
On the Trump shuttle, it's business as usual, except for a few improvements. Some you can see, some you can feel, and one you can taste. Because now, the only orange juice the Trump shuttle serves is Minute Maid Premium Choice. And for these travelers, it's just one of the details that help make business as usual somewhat more pleasant than usual. Minute Maid Premium Choice. The minute you taste it, you'll know.
And do you, Laura, take Peter to be your husband?
Poor Laura. She took a cold medicine that made her drowsy. If only she could go back and take Sudafed instead. When you take Sudafed, it starts to work in as quick as 22 minutes without drowsiness.
Feel well enough to get married, honey?
I do.
Fast-acting Sudafed and long-lasting Sudafed 12-hour. You don't get drowsy, you get relief.
Chelsea Reardon, you have just won an all-expense paid trip via the Spalding Jet to anywhere you want to go in the world. Hit it, Ray.
John's, the South Pacific
Come on,
Island,
baby,
where you can go
something safari.
surfing,
Come
or
on,
send Johnny up a
baby,
tree for
something
some coconuts, or lay on a hammock slathered in oil and watch the sun go down thousands of miles away from your trials and tribulations.
The best part, though.
Stop, she's sad. Chelsea,
What is
what's
it?
the matter?
Johnny broke up with me.
Oh.
What, is this a joke?
No. I wish you were. No, he broke up with me. It's true.
I can't believe that. Why? Well, he just announced that I'd be safer without him. Safer and miserable.
Yeah. Thank you for trying to cheer me up so really.
Well, we were serious about it. We really meant it about the trip. I mean, it was Rick's idea. We thought Johnny and you'd love it.
Rick is such a sweetheart.
Oh. You're telling me. How did I get so lucky? I mean, me, this failed comic being courted by this smart, handsome doctor. Go figure.
Just stop putting yourself down all the time.
I mean, what's going on? What the hell is Johnny doing?
Well, I think that the walls are just closing in on them now. Give it time. They'll be okay.
Do you have any idea where Johnny is right now?
Yeah, I just talked to Ed. He said Johnny was over at the house and had packed his things and gone back to the apartment.
All right, well, I'm going to pay Mr. Bauer a
No,
visit.
Rick, come on. It's not going to do you any good to do that.
Let me find out for myself, okay? Okay, you going to be okay?
Yeah, I'll just stay here and visit.
Okay. Everything is all set for your release tomorrow morning. Everything's set at home. There are clean sheets, clean towels, and Ed has promised to make you breakfast in bed.
Thank you.
What are big sisters for? I'll pick you up first thing in the morning.
Right.
Bye, Ray.
So long. You are so lucky to have a family like that.
I can't do it to them, Ray. I can't bring all this garbage back into their home.
Chelsea, they want you there. I can't ask them to live their life under siege. I mean, worried about someone's peeking in their windows, picking their locks. I mean, you heard Mo. Little Michelle's afraid to stay there without Ed or Maureen being there. I can't ask a 7-year-old to live like that. Well, that's easy enough to solve. You're coming home with me. I think Carly's idea is wonderful. You were so right to come here and share it with us as soon as you thought of it.
You know how I feel about those people down there. You can count on me to help any way I can.
Thanks, guys. Sam. Dylan.
Oh, hi there. You're little Billy, aren't you? You look just like your daddy. Do you know that?
If you want to wash up for dinner, now's the time. Otherwise, it's no concern of mine.
Daddy, I hope that you plan to get rid of those two before we sit down to dinner.
Darling, they're as welcome here as any of my other guests.
I am so sorry the way this all turned out. I was just trying to help.
I know, sweetie, but from now on, you let your father and me tend to our problems by ourselves, okay?
Well, young lady, your idea sounds like a good one.
Well, thank you.
But you got a lot to think about.
Oh, I know. Those poor people.
No, I was thinking more about finding an available piece of property.
Yeah, and zoning and estimates, and you got to work out some kind of tax angle.
And the big one, raising the money.
Oh, yeah. Well, I haven't really started working on all that yet, but I was going to start researching tomorrow. Dylan, you want to help me?
Sure, you know I will.
And I'll help, too?
Thanks, Sammy.
Yeah. See, we have to convince the Spauldings to use the money that they raise at the telethon to build a shelter for the people of Fifth Street. That's it.
This telethon of Spaulding's ought to bring in big bucks. So if I have a spot on the show urging people to send in special contributions, earmarked...
You're not going to get Spaulding to give the money that they raise to building a low-income shelter for undesirables right next to their big, beautiful building. You kidding?
The high and mighty Spauldings are not going to be in the catbird seat forever.
You know, we happen to have a Spaulding representative right here in our midst. Vanessa, what do you think of Harley's idea?
Dieters' needs are different, so Accutrim developed 3 different formulas.
I need all the help I can get.
Accutrim Maximum Strength.
I snack after 3 p.m.
Late Day Strength. I'm hungry from morning till night. 16-hour. Accutrim. One is made for you.
Introducing Advanced Action Whisk. Ring around the collar was just the beginning. New Whisk gets out stains better than ever. Cleans your whole wash better than ever. Ring Around the Collar was just the beginning. It's the best whisk ever. New Advanced Action.
When it's late and your productivity is falling off, you can splash a little water on your face, or better yet, revive with Vivarin. Government-appointed experts say it's safe and works, and all you need is 1 glass of water. So revive with Vivarin.
Oh, Garfield, I've got some cat food for you.
Cat food? I'm fasting.
What's the matter? You fasting or something?
Is there an echo in here?
Hey, Garfield, this is Alpo cat food, loaded with proteins from meat, fish, poultry, dairy products, and grain sources. The same Alpo cat food you went crazy for, but you're fasting.
Right. Pretty fast, huh?
New Alpo cat food. The first and only cat food nutritious enough for Alpo and good enough for me.
Good afternoon. From CBS News, this is Newsbreak. In testimony released today, former President Reagan maintains his long-standing position on the Iran-Contra scandal that he did not know money from arms sales to Iran was diverted to the Nicaraguan Contras when such aid was banned. Attorneys went into federal court in Washington this afternoon to argue a flag-burning case. Yesterday, a Seattle judge ruled unconstitutional the law protecting the flag from desecration. Now this. It is now Saturday at the earliest for the launch of the Space Shuttle Atlantis. Today's scheduled launch was scrubbed because of bad weather and illness. I'm Richard Threlkeld, CBS News, New York. More later on the CBS Evening News with Dan Rather.
Well, it's a great idea. It really is. But, you know, it takes a lot of hard work to make a good idea a reality.
Well, if we all promise to work really, really hard, would Spaulding help out with the donations?
Well, Harley, now you know that I'm the acting president of Spaulding, but you may not know that I have to answer to the board of directors, and ultimately, this sort of thing is their decision, not mine.
But you could use some of those telethon bucks to go towards the shelter fund, couldn't you?
Well, yeah, we could, but the only problem with that is we really don't know how much the telethon is going to raise, and the what we assume we're going to raise has already been designated for the victims' immediate needs. You know, clothing, food, medical supplies, that sort of thing.
Kids, I don't know if you know it or not, but you've just been told Spaulding isn't going to help.
Excuse me, Billy, that's not what I said. That's not what I said at all. And if you're so damn high and mighty, why don't you provide the funds yourself?
I think it's time maybe Harley and I were hitting the road.
No.
Yeah.
Stay.
Well, I'll just get my coat.
I don't want Mother to leave Father.
Maybe I'll just go powder my nose.
Me too.
Sweetie, listen to me. You stay and have a good time, and whenever you want to come home, I'll come get you, okay?
No.
Little Billy?
I can take care of my son all by myself.
Well, dinner is being served.
Well, I sure hope things are going better across the creek.
Hello?
The lotus position doesn't always work.
Oh?
Could not get you out of my mind.
Serves you right for not coming over.
It does, indeed it does. I think I'm destined to see you before me whenever I make an unwise decision.
I'd like to witness the wise ones as well.
I'm working on that.
Oh?
Mm-hmm. One of the reasons I'm staying in tonight. Collecting my thoughts.
You make it sound like gathering flowers. I hope you'll share them.
You'll be the first to know. Good night again, Alex.
Good night. I'm allowing him to take control. The next move has to be mine.
Dana is not the fan, John.
But you
I
could
swear
be
it.
wrong!
Yeah, and so could you.
Listen, I promise you I will work night and day until I find this fan. Frank, are you sure that you have the professional objectivity that it takes to stay on the job? Listen, I know you've had a rough day, okay? Chelsea told me about the breakup. Now, come on, why don't you get some sleep?
I'll feel the same way in the morning.
Yeah, well, Chelsea and Holly don't mind me being on the case. And I'm staying on it. You got that?
What's going on?
I'm just beat.
God, I'm so damn tired.
Johnny, do you want to tell me why you broke up with Chelsea?
I can't be near her.
Do you still love her, Johnny?
Now, light desserts from the folks who don't take dessert lightly. Pepperidge Farm's single-serving dessert lights, dripping with real fruit taste. Gotta stay in shape for the ladies.
Who are the brightest kids in America? Moms rated Thicker Vivid higher than Clorox 2 for making colors and whites look cleaner. So, who are the brightest kids in America?
Mine are. Don't just get them clean, get them.
Woo! Everybody's skippy dipping, souping it or finger licking, spreading it on or maybe celery sticking. Everybody's skippy dipping. People dipping for the skippy cause it's nuttier. People dipping for the skippy cause it's peanut buttier. Big people, little people, everyone, cause it's good, 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 good fun. Whoa, everybody's skippy dipping. Look out, everybody's skippy dipping till it's all skipped out.
Chocolate wafers, chocolate cream, peanuts, and milk chocolate. Hershey's bar none. For people with a passion for chocolate.
Well, Nancy, did you find after you had the baby that your hands started getting even more dry than they ever were because you're washing them constantly?
Yes, and you have your hands in the water all the time, and your hands in this. Sometimes every 5 or 10 minutes I have to wash my hands. The hand lotion has to last, through a hand washing.
They've discovered Jergens Eversoft, the long-lasting lotion that relieves dry skin even after a hand washing.
Right now, none of us have dry hands, and we're all mothers.
Eversoft, dry skin relief that lasts even through a hand washing.
These are the hands of a mother.
Johnny.
No one loves anyone more than I love Chelsea, Rick.
Okay. Then you better tell her, pal. You're gonna lose her.
Not yet. I just need a little more time. And this damn fan, she's gonna get caught in her own trap. And once she does, I'll be able to make all this up to Chelsea, and she'll understand that I did it for her. I hope. Hi.
Everything okay with Johnny?
Yeah, everything's fine with Johnny. What were you doing over there?
Just WSPR business.
Let's see. What's in the box?
Oh, in here?
Yeah.
Just personal stuff.
Huh. Okay.
So you want to go out for a drink?
Alice, I'm pretty beat tonight. I mean, can we do this tomorrow, maybe?
Oh, I can't tomorrow night. I have plans.
Okay.
Yeah,
And all the friends in town.
Really?
yeah.
Damn it, Dana. I hope Johnny's wrong about you.
Are you sure you're not scared about me staying with you?
Are you kidding? Hey, in New York we had rats in our apartment that were meaner than this van.
Right.
Really? So, what's it gonna be?
Okay.
All right.
Stay with you.
Yeah.
Speaking of having that appraised. Look, Miss Cooper, I know what game you're playing, and it's not going to work.
You want me out of the picture? You're going to have to run me over with a steamroller, honey. And you're too much of a lady for that.
Actually, I wouldn't count on that if I were you. Did you find them, Billy?
Yeah, he says you're not hungry.
I don't want him ever to see a scene like he just saw between us. And for that reason, I'm not going to come to this house again unless you invite me. Just make sure he gets home safely.
Some dinner?
A little cheddar makes a plain potato, scrumptious. But without the cheddar cheese,
Nothing.
so add a little cheddar cheese.
Oh, thank you.
And add a lot of taste. Cheese makes all the difference.
I like rich, creamy tasting things, but I also like to stay away from cholesterol and saturated fats. I found a smart new way to do both. New Coffee Mate Liquid Non-Dairy Creamer. All the rich, creamy taste of half and half, but 75% less saturated fat and no cholesterol in coffee, over fruit, or cereal. Coffee Mate Liquid is a smart new way to have the taste you like without the fat and cholesterol you don't.
Rich, creamy, and smart. New Coffee Mate Liquid from Carnation in your grocer's dairy case.
My brother's wedding and I forget my antiperspirant. I had to borrow his swab. Swab worked great. And when I found out that it cost less than my regular antiperspirant, I switched.
Suave antiperspirant and deodorant. So effective, you won't believe the price.
Adrian Hunter's the key to your future, and marriage to Adrian Hunter is the key to my plan.
Marriage to a man I detest, a man I know to be a killer?
You have no choice, do you? You want to go to prison for the rest of your life?
Cassandra risks everything to prove her innocence
I need you, Adrian.
and trap a killer.
He took the bait.
This week on The Young and the Restless.
This has been Guiding Light. Furs by the Christie Brothers. Jewelry by Starlight. Be sure to be with us tomorrow for another full hour of Guiding Light.